barn owls are known as Gylfie and Finn. After a long courtship, they now have 4 eggs in the elm stump nest. But with so many nests available, it took the pair a while to choose. Their story begins in January, with the pair spending time together in the elm stump. This nest is an old favourite of Gylfie's. She's nested here for the past 4 years. The pair had a brood here last year, and they obviously like this nest. Finn tidies up inside, and Gylfie even begins to nest scrape, a sign she might choose this spot to lay her eggs. But it seems they haven't made up their minds just yet. Over the years, I've set up hundreds of nest boxes across the Yorkshire Wolds, and around my home there's a few favourites. Gylfie nested in the sycamore stump with a previous mate back in 2019. But this year it's occupied by another barn owl pair, Willow and Ghost. Another option is the ash stump nest. The pair seem to like it here, visiting during the day and at night. And the nest scraping here too. But soon ash stump is occupied. Kestrel pair Mr. and Mrs. Kes move in and begin courting here. Perhaps beech stump will be their choice. The pair had a brood in this nest last autumn, but sadly all 5 chicks perished due to bad weather and lack of food. I get to work renovating the nest, so it's better protected from the elements. And it's not long before Gylfie arrives to check it out. But she's not the first here. Tawny Owl Bomber is already inside, but this doesn't stop her entering, and a vicious fight ensues. The female Tawny Owl Luna hears the commotion and lands outside. It's a ferocious flurry of feathers and talons, and in the chaos, Bomber retreats. Gylfie isn't far behind. It looks like there's going to be some competition for the beech stump nest. But this doesn't stop Gylfie bringing Finn for a look. The pair seem to like it inside. And Gylfie even scrapes here too. She can't seem to make up her mind. The Tawny Owls have nested at beech stump for the last 2 years, and they're quite protective of the nest. Female Tawny Owl Luna seems keen to ensure the barn owls know who's in charge. She visits elm stump to intimidate the pair. Gylfie hears her outside and squares up. But as Luna jumps to the entrance, she loses her footing and falls inside. The owls tumble with their talons interlocked. They break apart and Luna dashes out, with Finn hot on her heels. When Finn returns, they seem a bit unsettled, but no harm done. It's now March, and despite 2 months of house hunting, Gylfie still can't
आप उधार के लिए ज़रूरत कैश ऐप क्यों इस्तेमाल करती हैं? क्योंकि ज़रूरत कैश मेरी पसंदीदा ऐप है। मैं बगैर किसी जमानत के 50,000 रुपए तक कर्ज के लिए अप्लाई कर सकती हूँ और कर्ज की मुद्दत भी 365 दिन है। और तो और ये ऐप इस्तेमाल करना बहुत आसान है। ज़रूरत कैश में
decide on a nest. But soon the decision is made for her. The tawny owl stake the claim over beech stump, and Luna lays the first egg here. And the kestrels have decided on the ash stump nest. It seems like elm stump will be the barn owl's home this year. With the nest seemingly decided, courtship is ramping up between the pair. They affectionately preen each other. This is known as allopreening, and it's a great way for the couple to strengthen their bonds. The two owls are inseparable. Finn rarely leaves Gylfie's side. Both birds are scraping inside the nest. It's looking like they're keen to lay their eggs here. And they're mating regularly. A great sign a clutch is on its way. But despite courting an elm stump, both birds are still curious about the other nests. Finn drops by the beech stump. He seems amazed to find an egg and gently taps it with his beak. After a brief look around, he satisfied his curiosity. Gylfie's also still unsure and heads over to check out the ash stump. But female kestrel Mrs. Kes is inside. The pair have a brutal tussle, lashing out with their talons. But Gylfie decides it's not worth the fight and makes her escape. Another close call. April brings unseasonal snows, and the barn owls finally settle in Elm Stump. The pair are spending all of the days here now. Allopreening, nest scraping, and mating regularly. Towards the end of the month, Gylfie starts resting, sat down, a sign she's nearly ready to lay. Finn brings her food as she prepares, showing he can provide for her. At the start of May, Gylfie begins contractions. She's laying an egg. But when she stops contracting, she looks a bit confused. And as she stands, I can see the egg is stuck to her feathers. Soon she shakes it free and reveals the first egg. Unlike some birds of prey, barn owl eggs are incubated as soon as they're laid, and she'll incubate almost constantly. For the next month, she won't leave her eggs unattended for more than a few minutes. Now the first egg has arrived. Finn is working hard to support his mate. He brings in regular food deliveries, so she doesn't need to leave the nest to feed. When he's not out hunting, he's always by her side. Finn's now been a father twice, but he's still curious about it all. When Gylfie stands up to stretch, he drops in to take a closer look. He gently taps the egg, before Gylfie quickly moves in to take over. Incubating is best left to the experts. Three days after the first egg was laid, Gylfie is breathing heavily again. Barn owls lay eggs at 2 to 3 day intervals, so this is right on time. She stands up as she lays a second egg.
अगर आपको फौरी तौर पे पैसों की